Today is 9th of December, yet another Wednesday of 2020. Well, we welcome you to our show, Sugapepper, the Wonder Woman edition. And as usual, we are here to empower women and also anyone else that tunes into our show. Karibu sana to the show and let us learn a new thing today. Our guest, Karibu to the show. My name is Onana, and our guest's name. Who are you? What are you? What do you do? Why are you here on the show?
My name is Juliet, and first of all, even before I tell you my background and everything, I'm first of all grateful for the invitation.
Karibu.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm seeing it as a privilege for me to be here. Yeah, and also to speak to women, to empower women. I love that. Yeah, I love women who are empowered, who are those people who don't depend on others for them to survive.
Amen.
Yeah. Like I've just said, my name is Juliet Lucy School, Luanya Girls Secondary School, and my campus life at Meru University of Science and Technology. Yeah, and I'm currently working with Platinum Credit. Yeah, my background as a young girl, to study, to go through all that process was not that easy, but determination. I wanted to be an empowered woman who can stand on her own. Yeah.
Okay. Just a quick reminder that we are reminding you to maintain a social distance. We cannot have our masks on because we are going to talk for the next hour. So we also want to regulate the carbon dioxide or the oxygen in our body systems. We cannot have our masks on, but we are here sanitizing. Corona asks us to sanitize, maintain social distance, and also wear our mask. Kumbuka, Corona is very much real. Adhere to the instructions and the regulations as given by the government to keep yourself and your family safe. Sasa, Juliet,
Yes.
From the time you are of an age where you recognize, I want to be an empowered woman, did you know that you wanted to be in the financial industry? Ama what took you paka ufike kukua financial advisor?
Okay. When I was young, my mother used to work with me, going to bank, to bank money. Yeah. So when I used to see those ladies working as cashiers,
Yes.
I just loved it. And then also my father used to give us stories about a certain lady in our village who was working as an accountant of Mumia's sugar company by then.
Cool.
And the lady had transformed her family so much, and our father used to tell us, I want you ladies to be like that woman. So whenever I could see that family, it just came automatically. I used to tell myself that one day I want to be an accountant. Yeah, one day I want to be an accountant. And because my mother also used to work with me, it motivated me to see ladies working. So growing from childhood, I had my mind set to be an accountant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what have you studied specifically? Because I know that finance iko na courses mingi sana ama degree mingi sana. So which specifically did you study?
I'm accountant by profession.
By profession.
Yeah.
Okay. So by default, when you are an accountant, you're also a financial advisor.
Yeah.
And they tell us kwamba accountants wanakuanga ni watu stingy sana. And now that you are a woman, sasa inamaanisha sasa wewe ndio mkono gamu kabisa haupeanangi pesa. Is that what is on ground ama ni inakuanga tu ni perception ya watu?
It's just notion, people's perception. I don't think if that is not true. My high school teacher told me that economists are the worst. They don't buy even flour. They will measure flours in the house. And when I wanted to choose a course, he told me not to apply for economics.
So what is the difference between finance and economics?
So economics is all about making proper use of the scarce resources. You are being taught that resources are scarce, then you have to make good use of them. But accounting is keeping proper records
of each and every coin that comes out of your pocket.
Exactly.
And I think even though wenye wanasema, because an accountant akiata okay, I have my neighbors kids where I used to stay, they used to say, hey, our father, I tell you, hata akikutuma mkate na maybe upate maziwa ni 45 bob, they will want that 5 bob back, urudishe, maybe ndio akupatie, ama hata hawezi, anachukua hiyo 5 bob na anarudisha. Hata ukisema baba tupatie sita, nasema no, hawezi kuwapatia. Why is that?
Okay, it's also good for just for the purpose of being accountable. Maybe the parent want to teach children that spending money anyhow for what you've not planned for is not good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. So I think like accounting should be a basic course from I think P4 class 4 hapo do I think mtoto anaelewa, because if you cannot do proper accounting in life, then that means kuna time you as a family unakuwa na some sort of disorganization.
And you know, you don't even account for money alone, you even account for the time, how you've spent your time. So accounting is applied everywhere in life.
Even time,
how you've spent your time, you have to account for it.
Because
time is money. It's not just you don't just do accounting when it comes to money.
Okay.
It starts from everything. You have to be just accountable, even with your friends. Yeah.
Okay, so what are you going to teach us today? Mimi hata like nimeshindwa hata like which questions are like usually when a guest comes to the show, I always go through the internet and then try and also ask people around like, what do you want to know about this particular topic and stuff. But leo nimekuja tu blank, I didn't even have questions. So I'm just going to ask like an omnibus kind of question. Then you will like have talking points that I hope will be a lesson or two for people to get from you. So what are the do's and don'ts of, do we start with loans, investments or saving? Which topic should we begin with?
I think we should start first. Let's start with the loans.
With the loans,
Yeah, because I deal with loans currently.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are the do's and don'ts of loans? So mi nataka kuchukua loan. I want you to now advise me as a person that wants to take out a loan. Ni nini nafaa nifanye? Ni nini nafaa nisifanye?
Okay. First of all, I'll say loan is good. And again, it's bad.
Okay.
It's good and it's bad.
I hope good ni inashinda ama
it's
bad.
Good. I'm saying
ama ni
it's
50-50.
Yes, it's good and it's again bad.
Okay.
Depending on the person who is taking the loan.
Okay.
Yeah, depending on the person. Because when you are taking that loan, the do's, you asked about do's and don'ts.
Yes.
That is what you talked about. Now, when you are taking loan, first of all, have you planned yourself? What do you want to do with the loan? What is the purpose of that loan?
Taking the loan. Okay.
Yeah. You should first of all sit down, plan yourself, and know what do you want. Why do you need the loan even in the first place? Why do you need it? You should not just take loan because any other person is taking loan outside there. No, it's not done like that.
Okay.
So first of all, plan yourself first. Know what is the purpose of that loan. Why do you want to take the loan? Okay. And again, before you take the loan, you should know how will you pay it back. Because in Kiswahili wanasema deni lazima, dawa ya deni ni kulipa, sio? Dawa ya deni ni kulipa. You must plan yourself again. How are you going to pay back the loan? You must plan yourself there. Because as we have been working in this financial institution, we've seen so many people, you want to take, we give business loans, by the way. We deal mostly with business loan, not school fees, we deal with business loan. So for business loan, I always encourage someone that don't take a loan if you don't know where that money is going. Okay. You must know, this money I'm going to invest, and I know in this investment I will get returns that will help me to pay back, and then the extra profit you can save, or you can even you can even return it back to the business for plowing it back to the business. Yeah, so they do plan yourself first, know the purpose of that loan, why are you taking the loan, and then
also how you're going to pay.
Yes, how you're
Those
going
are the
to
three
pay.
key points.
Yeah, how you're going to pay the loan. The don'ts of loan is, don't take loan for going for trips, like for personal
the birthday ni party ni yangu.
Exactly. Don't take loan because
Taka kuonyeshana leo,
you want to dress well for people to see that you can
actually inaitwa kuomo kama unataka kuonyeshana watu I can do
you
this.
can live that class of life, yet you are living in debt. It's very bad.
Yes.
It's not
advisable.
It's not advisable for you to take loans so that you can use it on your own personal things like going for trips. Kama wewe ni mwanaume kupeleka dem out. Yeah, you should not do that.
Or you're trying to woo a girl ati sasa ndio aingie box yako. Unachukua loan roll for like 2 weeks ama a month hivi ajue huyu amebeba ako nazo.
Alafu ukishindwa kulipa wanakuja kubeba vitu zako, msichana mwenyewe hayuko. Msichana mwenyewe hayuko. So don't take loan for personal use. Don't take loan if you don't know where you are going to invest it. Don't take loan because we find it so difficult to collect loans that someone have just applied for a loan because of such purposes. He won't be able to pay it well. He will struggle.
Yes.
Such loans might even end up being bad debts that cannot be repaid back. Yeah. Take loan if you know you are going to invest it somewhere and you have plans on how you are going to pay the loan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said we're not supposed to take a loan for personal use. What if I have a sick emergency? Nimekwama kabisa. I have called all my relatives, I have called all my contacts, I have called all my friends and no one is coming through for me. And I really need maybe to have an operation next week. Na sina pesa, I don't have savings, sina kitu ya kufanya. Can I take a loan to finance my health alafu nitajua uko mbele mbele venye nalipa hiyo pesa? Because sometimes when you're asking somebody for money, they don't give you. Lakini ukikuona kwa hospitali hapo umeshafanya na umepigwa picha, trust me, M-Pesa itaanza kuhappen ikuwe active, then maybe I'll be able to pay the loan. So, is it available to take out a loan when I have a sick emergency?
Okay, what I've seen where I've been working from my experience, people take loans. Sorry for that.
Sorry.
Yeah. People take loan. We call them emergency loans. You might be having emergency.
Yes.
But now that one, when we give you when it's secured, like with your pay slip, because we know that money will be deducted directly from your pay slip if you don't pay. But in biashara loans, if you tell us that you have a sick person in the hospital, we will not give you, because after you've used that money to settle the bill, where are you going to get the money to pay unless miracle happens? So we don't encourage that too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is all we need to know about loans. What are now the do and don'ts of investments?
The do's and don'ts of investment.
Yes.
Yeah, the do and don'ts of investment. Investment, first of all, is a place where you are putting your money with the hope of getting returns.
Yes.
First, with the hope of getting returns. And when you invest, first of all, don't put so much of your mind into that investment, because some people invest because they want to have good life in future, like to buy house, to spend the money in future.
Yes.
It says that if you have such a mentality when you are investing, it's not the best mentality. First of all, when you invest, it's like you've dug a hole, you put your money there, and it's only you who knows where that money is. You should forget it.
Yes.
So that when the investment comes in the future, yes, you know investment is a risk, first of all.
Yes,
it's taking risk.
Yes,
so when you invest, you should be 100% sure you get profit, or 100% sure you will get
suffer losses.
You will suffer losses. So first of all, when you invest, don't put so much your mind in that
at like the venture you have
then
put yourself in.
You should really know where you are investing your money into. You should have a great knowledge concerning the area where you're investing. Some people invest in bonds, securities like bonds. Some of them invest in, maybe they have opened up companies and they are issuing up loans. Have a great knowledge of where you're investing your money, because even nowadays there are fraudsters outside here who might just come in the name of a company and tell you they need your money.
Crowd one people.
Then after a short time you don't find anywhere the money is gone. You should really be careful where you're investing your money. And if you need to invest your money, you should have a great knowledge of where you're investing your money, and even have consult other people.
That is a market research, right?
Do a market research, then consult other people also.
Yeah, because what I see a lot of people want quick money. Unaona tu mtu amekuja WhatsApp, okay, we are doing this thing. If you put 5,000 in the next 3 months, utapata like 15, your money will double up, and everybody just rushes to that. So I think it's good to also just tell people kwamba it is not easy to make quick cash. Quick cash in like most of the times haikuangi ni legit business.
Like gambling, you cannot invest in gambling. You cannot invest in things like gambling.
Oh, bet. Sino nanga watu wengine tu wanaika bet tu wana nakwambia leo nimekula tao.
You know that one, first of all, it's not something that if it's gone, it's gone.
Yes.
If it's gone, the chances of winning are very minimal. And investment needs patience. You invest somewhere, you be patient. You invest somewhere, you be patient until you start having your returns.
I think that is a very good thing. Investment is all about patience, right?
You need patience.
Okay, which other don'ts are we supposed to consider when trying to invest our monies?
Okay, when you want to invest your money, make sure that you know how much capital do you require to do investment. Maybe you want to invest in like a shareholder.
Yes.
There are those principles, the rules that you must meet for you to be a shareholder in a certain company. You first of all have to plan yourself. That is where now saving comes in. You first save, then you invest. You don't invest. The first one have to start saving. Must be the first step. Then now you invest. Then it can be dividend, it can be profit that you get from your investment. You can again save it for something else, or plow it back, or use it now as a personal
entertainment.
For personal use.
Okay, cool. Have we like satisfied everything about investments?
Okay. Investment. So many people fear doing investment because many people don't like risking.
It's risk and also time.
Time, and mostly
trust.
Many people don't like risking. They see like, if I invest here, what if it fails? What if it fails? Like, and it says that investment are not for cowards. The higher the risk, the higher the risk, the higher the return.
The greater the return.
The greater the return when things goes well. So for you to invest, you must be a risk taker. Just be a risk taker for you to invest. You must be a risk taker.
And also they say when you're investing, it's good to invest in something that you have passion in.
Exactly.
Because you cannot invest in maybe in selling matumbo. Na wewe hata utakangi story na matumbo. I think so. Have passion in what you're trying to invest in. Now, Juliet, can you also now outline to us the do's and don'ts of saving?
Okay. First of all, before I talk about the do's and don'ts of saving, I think the reason why there is that last point you talked about,
passion.
The passion. The reason why passion is required when you're doing an investment or you're doing a business, it's because passion will always drive you even when things are not working out.
Yes.
It's not easy for you to give up if you have
or
a
something
passion.
you love.
If you love something, it's not easy for you to give up. But if it's something you're doing because people are doing
it.
When you meet storms,
Challenges.
yeah, when you meet the storms and challenges, it's very easy for you to give up. You give up so
Kildi anazitanga ti dhoruba ikija ikikuchapa tu hivi, you give up, you abort the ship, abort the mission, unawachana na hiyo kitu.
So if your passion is in pedicure and manicure,
it will
save
drive you
and invest there.
Yes.
Even if the challenges come, you will still stand up because there is an inner drive, that inner force. There is that passion that is pushing you towards that.
Okay, you have mentioned something about pedicure and manicure. So if I invest in pedicure and manicure, is it also something, okay, is it a necessity that I should also have a skill in either of in whatever I'm trying to invest, or I can just have passion and maybe I don't have the skill in it, but I invest in that industry?
So first of all, for you to have passion, you must have skills of doing something. You cannot have the passion and you lack the skills. Yeah, they go in hands.
Hand in hand,
yeah.
okay.
If you might have the skills, but again you don't have
The
passion. You trained, maybe as a saloonist, you went and trained somewhere.
Maybe you are forced.
Yeah, you are forced, and you acquired the skills and you don't have passion. If you don't have passion for something, don't just go for it.
Okay. So you must have skill,
passion
accompanied by the
skill.
skill.
Yeah.
Nice. That one is all about investments and loans. Can we now move to savings, or you have other points to enlighten us about investments?
Okay. Let's first of all...
What about, okay, well, thank you Neo Sparta for tuning in. Stephen Makanda, we see you. Asante sana for tuning in to the show. Continue learning more from us as you watch it. About investments, is it, okay, watu wengi sana wanakuanga na hii issue kwamba you come together as a chama and then you want to invest in a business, or maybe I want to invest with my husband, or maybe I have a boyfriend and I want to invest with him in the business. Is that a good risk to take? Ama, how can you advise me? Because you're not telling me, okay, you are a financial advisor. What is the best take? Is it safe to invest as an individual? Ama, it's always good to have somebody else that can you partner with in an investment?
Okay, partnership is not bad. When you are doing partnership, it depends with the trust that you two have. When it comes to husband-wife relationship, I can say that it's always good to have investment that, according to your agreement, the two of you, when the two of you are willing and you have mutual agreements, you can go ahead and invest. Of course, you are a family, you are one. But again, there is that. You should also have a chance of doing some things by yourself.
Independently.
Yeah, independently. There are some accounts, even accounts when you open accounts as a family, you will have those joint accounts and
I have to keep my money. Wanasemanga pesa yake ni yetu. Or it's vice versa.
No, a family that is united in investment, first of all, even before they reach to that level of investment, even vitu kwa ground ziko sawa. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have we talked now about everything about investment? What about saving?
Okay, saving. Saving. What I would like to talk about saving today is saving. Of course, is setting apart what you earn. You set apart and you just set it apart for maybe you with the reason of investing it in a future day to come, or you might have another reason why you are doing savings. You can save because of you want to buy something. You can save because you want to do an investment.
I can save because I'm saving maybe for my birthday party.
Because you're saving. People even save some. I have my little sis who save even to buy shoes. You give them something to go and money to go and use. They use and they make sure that they have at least kept something aside so that it can meet their their personal needs.
Yes.
But here, let me talk about saving for investment. Yeah, let me talk about saving for investment.
Okay.
There is this notion that people say that my money is not enough to save. Maybe you have an income and you are not saving, and the reason why you are not saving is because the money you are earning is not able to keep you up, then you leave something aside to save. Yeah. Me today, what I've learned throughout my life is that you don't save because you are earning money, a lot of money. You don't save because you're earning a lot of money. Saving is a sacrifice that you need to make.
Okay.
Saving, when you save today, you are making your future tomorrow. If you don't save, like you don't have a plan even, it means you don't have a plan of what is to come in the future.
Yes.
Is that right?
No.
You have to save first. Then saving, you don't save because I was saying that saving, you don't save because you are earning a lot of money. It's not like that. You first of all need to, when you earn your money, you need to set aside a percentage. It has to be a discipline.
Okay.
You have to have a discipline of setting a specific amount to do what? Like a saving aside. Before even you budget for the money, the saving should be set aside first. Then now you budget for the rest. You should spend what is left after saving, not save what is left after spending.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you see now that statement is pertains to maybe people that have a consistent income or salary at the end of every month. Then they're able to first keep the savings, then spend the rest. Now for somebody who doesn't have like a consistent amount of money coming maybe at a particular time, how would you advise them in saving?
Like for example, we say you are a business person.
Tuseme kama mtu kama mama mboga, ama boda boda, yes.
The income varies.
Yes.
There is that day you will make.
Ataingiza tao maybe leo,
kesho.
Kesho maybe hata zero, ashindwe kuingiza kitu fulani, yes.
Okay, like I said, saving should be a discipline. It should be a personal discipline, whereby you say every day, I must save a specific amount, a percentage of what I'm getting, whether things are working or whether things are not working. You know, there are some people who save. There is this one mama who inspired me so much. There is this one mama who only runs grocery. It's just that grocery, and even when you go to that grocery, you find that that grocery doesn't have much stock. It's just the tomatoes, the onions, the skuma wiki, and then the mangoes. Yeah, and this woman was able to do that business and educate her kids to university level, to secondary, without help of anyone, and buy a land to build her own house. When I asked her about that, she told me that when you earn, when you go to bring those stock after selling, make sure that you eat one coin and keep another coin. It's just a mama who sells mboga. You keep one coin and you spend another coin. Save one, spend another one, and leave another one to go and bring the stock back. That is what she answered me. To me, that woman understands what saving is. Despite the fact that her income is not that much. Her daily profit is not that much, but she's disciplined inside. She knows that at least I have to keep one coin, spend one coin, and keep another coin to bring more stock in this business.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think, I don't know, so okay, how do I learn the culture of saving? Kuna mtu maybe listening to us na amejaribu, naweza jikaza ni save maybe for 3 months, 6 months, ikifika 7,
Ama shida itoke wewe.
Pesa imekaa tu pale kwa bank. Nikule skuma na niko na pesa pale kwa bank. And I just go and withdraw. I'm like, leo wacha nikule maini ama kuku.
Okay.
Yes.
With someone like that, there are so many things that you can do to help you save if you don't have that personal discipline to save. There are circles today. There are banks with saving accounts that it's saving accounts for a specific period of time before you withdraw. And there are also those groups. Even to those mama mbogas, they have chama. You know, we interact so much with these people that we know some of the things that help them to save money. There is this one group here in Bumala which was formed. It's just people selling purely, it's either onion, tomato or sukuma wiki is what they are selling. But they were able to form a group and save up to 100,000 to lend to amongst themselves. So those are some of the things that can help you save. Partner with other people. Like for us, what helped me so much, because I was once also struggling with the same thing of saving. I used to see my salary is too small to help me. But there is this group that we formed. It's called SACCO. It's a SACCO. I won't mention the name of the SACCO for today. But in that SACCO, I think we started during Corona. When things were not working, people were being... You wake up in the morning, you're told today you are not going to work with us anymore. And people were suffering because of lack of the constant salary that you are used to. And then one of us came with this idea and said, what if the company we are working for today decided to lay us off because there is no more opportunity to work? Will we go and sit back home? And they decided to come up with an idea to form a group. And when they formed the group, they first started that you register with 1,000 and then per share you buy 2,500 every month. Then for you first to register as a member, then for you first to register. Yeah.
Thank you, Fiona. Say hi to your sister. Your sister is tuned.
Hi. Okay, for you first to become a member, you have to buy 5 shares. And you know, this salary that I was saying is not enough to keep me up. I was saying like my salary is too little
to buy the shares.
To save, not to buy shares, to save. But when I joined this circle, I realized I'm helping that person who cannot save by him or herself, who I'm telling that person to find a circle somewhere, find groups, open up an account. When you put that money, and the rule of that circle is there is no withdrawal of shares.
What?
There is no withdrawal of shares. Despite the emergency, there is no withdrawal.
I cannot even swipe at the supermarket.
No, you cannot do that. So we started in August. We started just as a small group in August. We started saving, and right now we have good money. I found myself able to buy the 5 shares that was required for you to register, and then monthly shares you buy at least monthly. Now I came to realize if you're struggling to save money by yourself, find somewhere with strict rules. You cannot withdraw the first rule.
I can't even come and say, sasa, Christmas iko kwa kona. Na venye sasa sijakuwa na job, simnipatie kwa kitu ndani ninunue unga chapo na mchele na kuku hivi.
There is nothing like that.
Okay, so that group, does it have goals or you just want to save money?
We have goals. Someone else who is willing to buy the shares and give you cash from outside, cash coming from the same pot where we kept our money.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that is good. That is a good move. It's good that when you submit to another authority, then saving becomes easier.
Yeah.
So which one is better? Is saving or investing? Between the two, which one is better? Which one is riskier?
Okay, I think you're talking about saving because first of all, before you invest, you have to save.
Yes.
You have to.
Maybe I can decide neza katu hivi and I do a market research. Niseme sasa sahi masks ndio zinaenda sana. PPE ndio zinaenda sana. So, wacha niende nichukue loan. Niende nikishachukua loan hivi, nanunua box kadhaa hivi za masks. Alafu watu wanaanza kuuza. Somebody is seated somewhere with that kind of, of a plan or market research.
Okay, your first question was saving or investing.
Yes, saving. Which one is better? Which one is
the money or should you invest?
Yes.
Okay. First, I said, for you to invest, you must be a risk taker. And me, I prefer investment because 1 shilling one shilling invested today, will make much difference than just keeping it.
It's okay.
Yeah. When you invest, today you might not get the profit, tomorrow you will get it. But when the money is kept, it's not doing anything. Yeah, your money should always work.
Okay, do other like banking institution, when you are saving, doesn't it earn interest?
Okay,
saved money earns interest, and also when you're investing, you also have like money coming in. So I think I needed a comment on those two aspects, because when you save, I think there are other institutions that will have interest growing on whatever you have saved with them, as compared now to an investment which is maybe riskier. Unaweza poteza business yako yote ama kufunguke the way this year happened.
I'll prefer the person to first of all see the profitability. What are you going to earn from the money you've kept in bank as a saving? The percentage you're going to earn from there, and how much are you going to earn when you invest? Yeah, then you make your decision from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is a joint account with my better have a good move?
I think we've talked about it, or we talked about investment with better have.
Yes.
First. Okay, joint account, I'll still insist.
Now I want you to speak as a financial advisor. You are an accountant.
Okay.
We are married, yes, and we want to save money. Is it a good move to save money with my husband in one account?
Okay.
Or like, what should I do? If you are now to advise somebody like your sister, what would you tell her to do?
Me, I will tell her it's a good idea. It's a good idea because mkono mmoja hawezi vunja chawa. Mkono mmoja hawezi vunja chawa. It's good because unity. When you have unity, you people will always grow. Then advices come from both sides. You know, when the two of you are thinking towards the money that you've kept in your account, what should we invest in it? What should we do? This one, the wife comes with ideas, the husband comes with the ideas. From there, you meet your two ideas, then make a decision.
Unajua, we have heard of stories. Tulieka na yeye kwa account, ama tulijenga na yeye hiyo nyumba, tulinunua na hiyo gari, and then another woman happens and they come into your investments, anakula pesa yako, ama asa kuroll kwa hiyo gari yenye ulinunua na bwana yako, or even they just withdraw all the money in the joint account. So how do you safeguard yourself from that? Meshach Silva, we see you. Thank you for tuning into the show.
Okay, one thing I know is that if you two people are married, when you open up a joint account, a family account, it bears the name of the two
of
you.
Okay.
The signatories. One cannot withdraw money without the other, unless you opened the joint account with one person. Yani umamua tu acha leo Nana tu ndio hiyo account beige na Nana peke yake na see the husband. You see, when you're going to open a joint account, ensure that the two of you are signatories. No one can withdraw the money in the absence of
and
the
what
other
if
person.
it's an investment?
If it is an investment,
yes, because sometimes let's say tunanunua shamba na tunajenga rentals. My name appears, the husband names also appears. Then anapata dem mwingine. Anaenda kuchukulia huyo dem mwingine loan when my property is the one that secures the other loan. You see, me, I don't know that my property has secured a loan somewhere. And you see, I'm also a partner in that business. And you know, that kind of information inafa kukua to open data to the person that is taking out the loan. So how do I safeguard myself from such risks?
I think there should be legal agreements between the two of you. If you don't trust, if for the safety purposes.
It's not even the trust.
Okay, for the safety, for the safety purpose.
Because now let me speak as a student of law. An agreement, by the way, is very, very important. Whether somebody is your brother, whether somebody is your parent, whether huyo sasa ndio unasemanga huyu sasa ndio mshipa yangu, like this is the love of my life. Agreement is very, very important. Yeah, so roll it. You were saying
yes, I was talking about agreement. Make sure if it is a partnership, make sure that the two of you come up with one name. Let the two, maybe if it is a business, say so and so, then come up with any legal document that will be used to purchase that. Let that land not be in the name of one person. Like for us, there is this group that have vision of purchasing land as a group. Then we were saying, if we are going to purchase land to invest maybe in buying lands and doing real estate, that is, then the land should bear the name of the group, not the name of an individual. Okay. Because that group was formed by individuals. When the land bears the name of the group, then every individual in that group owns the land. They have a share to that land. It cannot be sold minus the authority of these other people. So is it with a family? Come up with a name. Come up with a name, register it, let it be legal, then use it to purchase such things, so that even before someone even goes, if you want to take a loan, like I normally see here where I work, if a spouse wants to take a loan with title deed, or let's say title deed, you have to bring the consent of the other spouse. So when your partner is presenting that, maybe let's say title deed somewhere, to use it as a security to take loan for another woman, then that person, your consent will be needed, because that land bears the name of two people. And
legally, a matrimonial home haiwezi ikasecure loan, so your homes are always safe. Hiyo ni kitu maybe watu wengi hawajui. So when you are purchasing that land, make sure jina yako ikuwe kwa title deed. When you're building that home, make sure the property is in your name. But at the end of the day, any property, your marriage, a matrimonial home, cannot be used to secure a loan. I think legally, like another spouse hawezi enda kuchukua kitu based on the matrimonial loan until wakue both of them. Yes.
Until you write a consent.
Okay. Yeah. So Juliet, nakuona umeka hapa vizuri. When did you start saving? You now as Juliet, we now want to know, so that hata sisi tulearn tukue kama wewe. Ulianza kusave lini?
Okay. As a person, I started saving after my campus life. Yeah, when I got job here last year, and I used to have this question that was disturbing me so much. I wanted to know why my parents normally live why are they living the life that they are living in, when at a certain period of time they were well off. Yes. And then it reached a certain point when things were not working up, were not working out, things were not adding up. And this question used to disturb me so much. And because I'm a Christian, so I used to bother God so much with this question.
Why?
I wanted to know what happened. What is it that my parents did know about wealth? What is it that they did that was maybe not good? Where can I make a change? Then I came across this book written by Robert Kiyosaki, and I started reading it about Rich Dad, Poor Dad. About Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And the author was telling stories about the habits of a poor dad and the habits of the rich dad. So I started coming up with conclusions. So this is what happened. This is what happened. This is what I should not do. This is what I should do. Yeah, that is when I started making my personal mind and saving.
Thank you, Viona, for your question. Viona is asking, can other people join your circle group in ilianzishwa August? And if so, what are the terms and conditions?
Okay, currently we are working with a maximum of 7 people. We are 6. Okay. As per now, we are 6. And the conditions are, when you come, you have to buy a specific amount of shares for you to join us. Yeah.
You said 1,000 bob for registration. So how much is a share?
2,500.
So 5 shares, that is 7,500 bob.
Yeah.
Okay.
For you first, because we are just new. We have not gone much far. It's 4 months old.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anybody can join the group. Is it a women-based circle only? Ni ya wanaume, ni ya watoto wa mama, ni mahasla ama watu wako kwa salary? Anybody can join the circle.
Currently, there are people working under salary. Some are commission based. It's open for any person who is able to meet the terms.
The terms and conditions of the circle. Juliet, Corona happened this year. What was your lowest moment of this year?
Okay. During Corona really affected our job, our job where I work, because we issue loans, and we don't issue loans that are based on deduction, payroll deductions or anything. You issue loan and you go to collect the same loan. And during Corona was our the worst period of performance, and in terms of collection.
Unforeseeable,
imagine. So that was the moment when people really struggled to pay loan. It gave us hard time, because at that time we were not even giving out money that much. We were concentrating more on collections, because you cannot predict the future. You don't know what the future holds. So we were doing much more of collection. It really required a lot of time and a lot of patience with clients, because everyone was struggling. Everyone was struggling financially. Some were struggling even to put food on the table. And you have to understand that. And you know, when someone invests money, he doesn't expect excuses to be given.
Kwanza sasa hiyo unajua now the only excuse was unajua tu corona inatufanya kuna pesa.
Even someone who is making, but not all people suffered because of corona.
Yes, but it was the ultimate excuse.
Excuse, because some people, corona was the best moment that they made money like never before. They made money, but still someone will hide. You know, loan is about character. It's about someone's character. There is that person, kamama, with small stock but pays loan. There is that person with a big shop but
incoming cash daily,
paying loan.
Anapenda kusumbuana.
There is that. It was not an easy moment.
For you personally, and also for the so is it still the same? At least bearable.
Things have changed. Things are returning back to normal. Like I can say 70% things are going back to normal. People have learned to live with corona, to accept that it's there, it's not going anywhere. So we have to find our way out. And to other people, corona opened up their mind. Some have helped so much. So people are doing well. The people who accepted the restructuring method, they paid, they finished.
Do you have children, Juliet?
No, I don't have.
You don't have kids, because this now coming question is concerned about kids. Sasa, there is this culture. Umebebana, like, you have now this paper and pen, you've sat down. Maybe now I'm telling myself, nataka kujifundisha to be accountable for each coin that I make. And I make my list vizuri, naenda supermarket. And then you've tagged there your kids. Wanafika huko, mama nataka hii. Mama nunulia hii. Sisi tukikuwa na dadia na tununulianga hii. Mama wewe hata utaki kutununulia. How would you advise such a mother or woman? Because hata saa zingine tu ni kwa duka. Maybe you have 100 bob and you are saying kwa hii 100 shillings nataka waende wakanunue maziwa ya 30, alafu hii 25 maybe wanunue mandazi packet yenye ni mandazi 6, that becomes 55 shillings. See, sasa 55 watakurudishia 45 bob. Maybe on this 45 you're saying this 20 nitaenda nayo town, 20 maybe inirudishe. Hii 5 bob I can buy Royco, at least maybe niongezee kwa mboga ama ninunue kiberiti, ama hata hii 5 shillings I can keep it, ndio nikiongezea kesho kwa mandazi packet nyingine I'm still saving a 5 shillings. But kuna mtu anataka hiyo 5 bob anunue nini? Biscuit. you know that ka small coin unaonanga hii sasa hii ndogo ni yangu, hizi 2020 kubwa ni za mama, wacha nimrudishie. How would you advise such a parent so that unajua also in advising her, you also teaching her to teach the kids how to like respect and discipline as to money.
Okay.
You've got my question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes when you are budgeting, you should know the type of kids you have. You should know and budget for them. At least budget. Don't overdo it, but you know you cannot deny that kid sweet.
Me, I do.
Sometimes
I don't give my kids sweet.
No, sometimes you won't deny her everything he asks because ataona wewe ni mama mbaya. Okay, don't overdo it, but again usimnyime sana.
Okay.
Budget for that.
Okay.
Budget for that. Just put a certain, yani when you are doing your budget, ujue tu lazima mtoi sometimes atataka sweet ama muende na yeye church. Aone kila mtoto anakula hiyo sweet alafu yeye mwenyewe peke yake aujampatia. Will you be happy akienda kuboro?
So how frequently are you supposed to do that? Ni kitu yenye naweza fanya daily ama I set a certain timeline? Ndio also I teach my kids kwamba sometimes there will be a sweet, sometimes there will be no sweet. Yes.
You have just to explain it to them so that hata yeye akigrow ajue mama alikuwa, because kids learn very fast by the way. When you tell her something today, he will remember it maybe for the rest of her life. When you ask that kid, why do you do this? Mama said that this and this is so you train the kid, but usikuwe ukimnyima kila time. At least once you provide, but another time you tell her this money is not meant for that, it's meant for this and this, and you don't use money where you are not supposed to use it. The kid will grow knowing that.
Okay. Juliet, wewe unapenda nguo gani? Una prefer kununua nguo za mtumba ama ready made? Which one is better to maintain and which one is also cheaper as to your pocket? Because sasa tunaongelea mambo na finance, na unajanga siku hizi wasichana wengi wanataka kununua nguo yenye iko na label. Others will even go to the extent of going to snatch somebody's husband ndio maintain nini, maintain class flani. Yes, so what would you advise that young girl as compared now to fashion and also money wise? Okay,
fashion, and you know you can wear mtumba cloth and still be smart.
Yes.
That rather than going for a ready-made that you cannot afford.
Yes.
Live your standard. Live what you can afford. Maybe your standard it's much more than where what you can afford. Just be true to yourself. Be real to yourself. Go hata mtumba, unajua sometimes mtu anaweza vaa ready-made na wewe umevaa mtumba but ule wa ready made mtu aoni kaa ko smart, wewe unakaa
unafona class,
yani test yako tu. Go to mtumba is cheap by the way. Hapa Soko Posta I saw it, they even go to 5 bob, 15 bob, 20 bob. Go for what you can afford and prepare a good future for yourself than spend and keep on being broke. They say that one habit, by the way, there is this cash flow of poor people. Poor people, they mostly have only one source of income. If it is employment, it's just employment. If it is that one business, it's just that one business. And then the money that they receive from all the employment salary, what you've received, the habit of a poor person is that all that money will always go to expenditure. All that money will always go to expenditure. But the rich people, they have multiple sources of income. They have multiple sources of, you can never find a rich man who only depends on salary. No. There are some rich people the rich people get salary. And
they also steal, Juliet.
I'm not talking about those who steal. There are those genuine rich
scandalous,
people.
Stealing our tax money.
There are those people who steal to be rich, but you still find in one way or another, even if they steal and they don't know how to invest it, they'll still be poor.
Squander it, okay.
They'll still be poor. So for you to be rich, you must have multiple sources of income. There are some people, they work, at the same time they have business, they are savings, they are buying securities in the stock market, they are buying rental, they are building lands. Yeah.
Sasa kuna sasa kama mama mboga ako na hiyo stall yake na kuna boda boda, what else can they do? Because now we don't want to call them a poor person because they are now depending on that stall. So for them to be rich, wanafaa wafanye nini ingine?
Okay, for them you have of course there is that part of saving. Maybe that one day money that you earn from that business might not be enough to create multiple sources of income. But when you keep on saving with an intention, with a plan of what you want to do, richness, wanasema the richness that last comes slowly, one by one. You know how much you've been sweating to get the money, you will know how to keep it. But when you get it too fast, you will lose it very fast. So they can just plan themselves. Waingie kwa hizo chama, you save money in those chamas until it reach a target of what you want. Go do that alternative business that can bring you money. Some people, they sell mboga and they have motorbike kwa barabara. They have saved, it's working and they are able to get multiple sources of income. Some they save even their money in Mshwari. It's still earning you money. It's earning you interest. Some you even do projects like kufuga kuku.
Amatama bricks.
Yeah, you do bricks. You can even have a land, ukomboe shamba, upande mboga. It's still going to bring you money. Investment does not mean those big things. You can start from a very small level.
Okay. Yeah. So today, if you won 1 million shillings, Juliet, what would you do with that money?
If I
jackpot, tuseme Sugapepper, tunafanya they how do they call that thing? It's like a jackpot, wanachukua hizo small balls, nasema all our guests that came to the show, we have a 1 million shillings to give one of the guests. So tunaweka hizo maballs hapo, and then moja yenye natokezea unashinda. And then you win the 1 million shillings. What would you do with that 1 million shillings?
Of course, I have my personal plan. I have my own personal plans, things that I want to do. Me personally, I love investment so much. Every coin I get, yani huwa napenda sana ifike ile point ya that coin I get, I put it somewhere that will return another money. Yeah, that will return. And personally, I've developed so much interest in real estate, buying lands. Yeah, I think I'll face that direction.
Okay, then there is this long question addressed to you. I'll just read it. Juliet, will I be right to say that our education system has a problem as it never teaches us about saving and investment? We are like told that you read, get a good job and retire, living from paycheck to paycheck. I'm worried with the future of our education. Kindly address this please to some of us who are listening, you as a financial advisor. Is our education system broken? Because it doesn't teach us saving, it doesn't teach us investment. Nakwambia tu, mimi nataka mtoto wangu akue daktari, ama akue nurse, ama akue mwalimu, hivyo.
Yeah,
I think those are in fact the key professions that most of our parents forced us into.
Kukua daktari, kukua mwalimu. Then after that
hapo uko sawa. And I think most parents wanatakanga tu mtoto bora akue kwa government salary, they are secure. Because unajua ukishatoka ukiretire kuna ka pension hapo. No worry, hata una shughuli na kuinvest, where as long as your salary inakuja you can pay your rent and eat. I'm cool with life. Yes.
I think our education system is only teaching us how to get that money, but it's not teaching us how to manage the money itself. So you will find so many police officers, so many doctors, they earn but they are broke. They are always broke.
And hapa sasa kukua kwa broke now, they find other ways of
they take loans.
Money from you.
they take it, it leads so many people to loans. You find out that sometimes, you know, we talk with our colleagues who are working under the pay. You find someone, yani amechukua loans hadi pay slip haina nafasi tena ya kuchukua loans. Because such people, I think what our nation need at large, what kids need to be trained, first of all, they should not so much rely. The rich people are not employed.
True.
Some of the great people, so many rich people here in the world, they are not employed.
And also not well educated.
Yes, they are not well,
business acumen.
Yeah, they were taught how to make money how to use that shilling to create another shilling. I think what our education system is not doing is to teach kids how to make money and then to manage the money that they are getting from their salary.
Yeah, because you also see kwamba unapata footballer ama hata artists tu wana earn tu pesa mingi then wananyamaza, then all of a sudden ati tunachangia MC, I don't know what and what, hana rent, akona rent arrears, I don't know how many months, maybe ako hata na ako sick, hana hata health insurance. So I think it's a good thing, but also as we wait for our education system, you as an individual, wewe kama mzazi, what is that key thing? How do I teach now? Hapo kwa home setting, how do I teach my child to save, to invest, that discipline on money? Now, how do I impact that knowledge on a day-to-day basis?
Okay, now you take it as a personal responsibility as a parent, because we know that our government is not teaching our kids how to do what? Our education, not government, our education system is not teaching our kids how to save money.
And also manage.
I think it should be a personal responsibility as a parent and to tell your children the reality, to teach your children. Like, I love the story of this man, Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book. Yeah, he learned from his rich dad. His rich dad, he learned from him. He did not learn it from school, you see. He used to watch his dad and practice. I think parents also, another way of helping kids know how to make money and manage it is you should not always avail money for kids when they ask, Mama, I need money for, like,
let you bet about
and you remove the money and you give. Let the kid know that money, it's not easy to get.
Me sometimes I have two kids. Sometimes my daughter, I tell her enda nichote maji ya kuoga ama niweke maji ya kwa bafu ama enda osha hizo vyombo ama leo wewe ndio utachemsha chakula ama wewe ndio unatuserve leo, then nakupatia 10 bob. For this other young one, namwambia panguza meza, panga viti ama hata panguza viatu zangu, then I will give. Am I doing the right thing?
Yeah, it's because you teaching that child to know money doesn't come easily. So hata before I spend, atajua, hey mama, before I pay pesa, there is something I did
I have
for
to
me
do, yes,
to receive that money. Then I would also like, it's good when you are going to those seminars to be taught. When a kid is of at least teen, take your kid there. Wacha pia yeye ajue kuhusu hizo finances as young as he or she is, so that he can also be taught, enlightened on how to manage the resources. You just let the kid be.
I remember when I was in Mombasa, my dad used to, my mom used to work, then she left work and she was a housewife, but she used to run a business, and then my dad, he just worked until he retired. But I remember there's a time now, because my dad used to get salary, then gives to my mom, and then my mom does the planning, like on a budget. There is that shopping, you go to the supermarket, unafanya like for the whole month. And then from her business, ilikuwa ni pesa yake ni yaku tukata now for chakula ya kila siku. Of course, kuna hiyo ingine yenye ilikuwa ni ya juu. So she would take hiyo ya juu, maybe aongeze stock kwa business, then it would help us like managers for upkeep. Of course, like kukula for the entire month. Then it reached a point now, instead of her going to the supermarket, she used now to give. Ile anasema huu mwezi ni Nana anaenda kufanya nini? Onana ndio ataenda supermarket. So you are given the money plus the list. You go and buy everything for the whole month, ulete. And I think that was a good move by them to actually like walikuwa natufundisha how money inakuja, how much is spent and stuff. Yes, because why I'm saying this, there are families watoto hata hawaonangi pesa. You know, pesa inakuanga tu kwa shati ya baba ama kwa mfuko ya mami. Like there's a kid mwenye hata jui 5 bob inafanana aje. So now that brings me to my next question, is it good kuweka pesa mahali penye mtoto anaona pesa iko pale na pia asichukue, ama it's always good to hide money from your kids?
Why should you hide? Why should you hide the money first of all? Because I know one day you might not be there, and it's this kid who is supposed to do what you are doing. Just be open. Me, I love the way my mother used to do things. Even if it is that 10 shillings, she will leave it there, and no one will pick it. Yes. No one will pick it. She will leave. So we've grown up knowing even when one coin is placed there and it's not for you, don't pick it.
It has use.
Yeah, it has a use. Don't pick it. Okay. My mother was very open when it comes to finances. She will put that one coin there, but because you know it's not yours, you have to do what? To stay away from it until, and then sending a child to go and do like yours, it's your turn to go and buy things from the supermarket. I think there is something that was growing in your mind. When you are going to buy things, it's responsibility, and then when you are going to buy things, you stick to what you've been told to buy. Yes. Yeah, you stick to that one. When you grow up, you grow with the experiences. You know, when you are hiding the money from a kid, when you've not taught her anything, you've not taught the child anything concerning finances. Yeah. So when she gets that money, she might not be able to know how am I supposed to spend it. But akiona umeandika hiyo list hapo, anajua when you want to go and buy something, first list the things that you need to go
and also the balance that remains.
Yeah, you have to bring it back for accountability purposes.
And also just knowing kwamba if familia yetu, maybe this and this is how much we spend per month. Okay, okay. Basically, saving culture. The person that asked that question, let us not always wait for the government to do stuff for us. You, as an individual, you have the capacity to teach your children what to do saving culture. I was just giving my experience to Juliet, and it turns out that it's a positive thing that I'm doing, because me nikitoka tu uko kama niko na coins from the supermarket, sometimes balance tunapatiwa sweet. I have a plate in front of the TV where I throw sweets there, but I tell my kids you can only eat 1 sweet a day, and they're so disciplined. Mama, nafaa nikule sweeti leo ama nilishakula sweeti zangu zote? Right now, if you can go, there are still sweets there, and they have not even eaten sweets for today, because I told them kwani ni lazima ukule sweeti kila siku. So I'm teaching them how to like self-restraint, and also when I come with the coins, na wapatia nasema haya kila mtu aweke hiyo pesa kwenye nafaa kukua, and they know there is like a small tin there for coins. So hizo coins zinabakingi hapo, as compared to other homes penye mtu anaweza tuweka 10 bob yake mahali, and you rush to the loo and you come back 10 bob may disappear. Yeah, I think it's also good to let your household know kwamba kuna kitu inaitwa pesa, inaweza kaa mahali na isishikwe. I think that one is teaching a saving culture, that you can keep that 20 bob there and it can stay there for 2 weeks. Mtu asishike paka ile siku yenye itapata work for it. So Juliet, as we wind up the show, what is the parting shot, like now the bottom line basic thing yenye unezambia mtu about money, about finances, yani that one statement to somebody that is listening to the show, ukiambiwa sema hiyo kitu moja that will impact somebody money wise, finance?
Okay, that one thing, especially to women. You know, women are those people, some of them who stay home.
Director, I did like 2-3 minutes to make this show past 1 hour. I forgot one thing. Kuna mtu ambaye ni housewife. I asked somebody on the show last week kwamba, if your husband tells you that I can take care of your needs, I don't want to see you working Sitaki uende huko ofisini unagombana na wanawake wengine ama boss anakukatia ama anakupea pressure. I want you to resign from that job, stay in the house. I'm going to give you everything that you need. And this man gives you everything that you need. How do you empower that woman?
Me, I still personally believe that my money is better than what I'm being given.
Hawa ndio wale. Juliet ndio wale. Feminist. Feminist, my money. I also can earn.
Not you know you can earn but still be humble, but still be submissive.
Yes.
Me, I think such women, such men, me who honor it's like they are just being small mind. That are small mind. Because this woman, ungemwalao aende afanye kazi, there is that kagapi yenye angefunika, there is that ka savings angeongezea ile pesa yenye wewe mwenyewe una spend kwa hii nyumba peke yako 24/7, angechangia savings zingeongezeka mahali. So me
there is power in having
two sources of income coming at the same time.
Yes.
Because one person will cater for this, another person will cater for this one. It will be easy.
Yes.
Me personally, I'm for women to work and have their
Get
money.
your money.
Get your money, because hata yeye akikuachia atataka accountability for that money. You won't have that much freedom, kwa sababu yeye pia as a man, I believe there are those things you need just to do as a woman without telling someone. Kwa sababu akikweka hapo kwa nyumba inamaanisha before you do anything, hata kenye yeye mwenyewe ungemfanyia kama surprise, ni lazima umuitishe pesa. It will no longer be a surprise.
Yes.
Yeah, so having your own money, it's good. Just
And what if now bottom line, yani huyo mwanaume akwata na multiple, unapata tu wale wenye ni tycoons and the wife stays at home and you're given anything. Is it okay for me akinipatia 1,000 bob to spend for the day, I use 200 and I keep the 800 and I also have my money secured somewhere, because one day unaweza mka tu hivi and the man has collapsed. Alafu kwenda kuangalia kwa investment hata jina yako
hakuna. You start from I have this friend of mine who is just a housewife. She's a housewife. And then the husband she helps the husband at the shop. But I think to me the husband is good because the husband gives her 5,000 shillings as a salary. The husband doesn't want her to go and work somewhere, but to work within the shop. There is this one day she was telling me I eat 5 bob, I keep 5 bob for my kid. Yes. So that anytime when my husband will not be there, I will not fail to take my kid to school the way my mother failed to take me to school.
They are not cons. It's not cons, it's just wisdom, yes.
Because there is that thing, my mother failed to take me to school when my father passed away. Yes. Can I also do that with my kids?
And you know history repeats it, so there's a way history repeats it.
Yeah, so you have just to keep, if it's strict that you are not going to work, which is not my option, then don't eat everything, keep something for tomorrow. Yes. You don't know about tomorrow, but like we said that you are saving today and your investment today is your future. When you have something, even when the husband passes away, you still have a confidence that I can start from here. Yeah, than to start crying itaanzia wapi sasa.
Okay, so now we are on that parting shot, Juliet. That person listening to you, advise them like bottom line, what to do with money, what about finance?
Don't see like, the person who is watching me, don't feel like your income, that income you get daily is too small for you to save. Start saving from today, because what you save today, what you invest in today, give you the confidence for the future.
Okay, me my parting shot is today by then nimelan vitu mingi sana. Mimi nimelan between me and maybe if I have a man akona pocket na hapa mahali pa kuweka pesa, but me as a woman I need to have many places of keeping money. So because I have 2 diaries, I will keep money huku, I will keep another huku. If I have a biker that has pocket, I will keep another huku, I will keep another huku. Then I will have that other yenye naweza funga kwa leso alafu ile iko kwa kibeti. So multiple sources of income will secure you. And also in the Bible, it's not a bad thing to have money. In fact, the Bible natuambia we have to be wealthy. In fact, there are some powerful verses that being wealthy is not something that it's ungodly, but they being wealthy is something that is very godly.
A good man will always leave inheritance for his generation.
Exactly, that verse, we shall share it on our page. And in fact, I have a WhatsApp group, it's Gracewell Ministry by Pastor Lee Wanja. They have very, very good teachings about wealth and also about finances, and that thing is usually the parting shot for the teaching about finance. A good person leaves an inheritance for their people, and also it is not bad to know how to get money from somebody's pocket to put it in your pocket, as long as it's in the legal way. So thank you for tuning in to the show today. We have learned so much about money, about finances. Stay tuned for next Wednesday. We still shall have a very interesting topic to learn about. Bye.